Hello, Scarborough community. I'm Julie Kukenberger, your Superintendent of Schools, and you're watching Season 2, Episode 3 of Inside Scarborough Public Schools. This episode is actually going to be broken up into a series of mini episodes where we hone in on all of the things our students are doing to become global citizens, such as volunteering, having philanthropic projects within their schools, reaching out to other parts of our community, and even other schools across the state. So stick around and tune in as we learn about all of the cool things our students are doing to become global citizens. So we're here at Wentworth talking with some of the students, and I bumped into Sean. Sean was telling me a little bit about some of the cool things he does to volunteer and give back to his community. What have you been up to, Sean?
Every summer I volunteer to clean up South Portland, make it look better, and I get $10 an hour.
Why do you think that's so important to take care of our environment and that students like you give their time to volunteer?
Because it makes our world a better place, and I don't know, I just like doing it.
I love the way you're able to think about others and not just think about yourself. What were you mentioning to me earlier about some of the different charity things you've done here at Wentworth? Did you say that you raised some money for that too?
Yeah, I raised $25 for the pepper raffle, and I did coats for kids, and I brung in my boots that didn't fit me right.
Well, thank you so much, Sean, for your commitment to others and for your volunteerism. I know that I feel really special knowing that students like you go to Wentworth.
Thank you.
So Mary, as you know, we have 4 overarching strategic themes in our long-range vision for continuous improvement. Strategic theme 1 is effective teaching and learning, 2 is safe and inclusive schools, 3 is global citizenship, and then the 4th is community engagement. Can you talk a little bit about the work that you do here at Wentworth with our students and staff around strategic theme 3, which is that global citizenship?
We have done quite a bit. We have some major things that we do as fundraisers. One is the Heifer International fundraiser, which has happened at different times of the year. But basically what happens is we raffle off for a very reasonable amount of 25 cents a chance to win 8 stuffed animals. And those stuffed animals relate directly to the live animals that the K-Kids decide upon from the Heifer catalog to send out into the world.
So that's a really great example of a truly global initiative that our young students, grades 3, 4, and 5, are involved in here at Wentworth. What about some local projects? I'm looking around your room and I'm seeing lots of evidence that you're prepping for Operation Cupid. Yes. Can you talk a little bit about that and then some other local projects that our students are involved in?
Sure. The Operation Cupid is also in its 12th year, I believe, and began because we had Maine soldiers overseas and we wanted to show our support of them. And now it has shifted to recognizing our veterans and bringing some brightness to them on Valentine's Day. And it also, as I sit here as the children are making Valentines, it really sparks some interesting conversations. They talk about their relatives who are veterans and what they have experienced and where they've been and where they've gone and which wars they were involved in, or what kind of service that they provided. And it gives them a real unique opportunity to talk about that in a very relaxed way, but it really speaks volumes about how real it is to them and how important. And so that recognition is important as well. We've done various things over the years. We had a response to when the tragedy in Boston happened at the marathon. We did a walkathon at that time and raised a lot of money for Boston Strong and for the family of Martin Richard, who was one of the casualties of that event. Also, when Haiti had their earthquake many years ago, the art teachers here at Wentworth made beautiful pins, which you can still see on. Well, actually, the art teachers facilitated the students making the pins, and then the pins were sold across the community, and that money was given to Red Cross to help there. And so we do try to balance the global and the local as much as we can.
Haley, can you tell me a little bit about what it means to be a K-Kid and maybe some of the K-Kid projects you've been involved in?
Well, it's really fun to be a K-Kid, and we get to do a lot of activities. Like we're doing Operation Cupid right now. We do UNICEF. We do Heifer.
You three are also K-Kids? Yes. All three of you? Can you talk a little bit about some of the things that you've experienced as a K-Kid?
Well, it's really fun because we get to join all the other K-Kids, and
I also sort of participate in what she said. I'm doing a 24-hour skiing marathon to raise money for kids in needs. And
so, last question for you. Why does it matter? Why should you volunteer? Why should you serve your community and give back in the way that you guys are doing?
It just helps people. It's fun. I think it feels really good to help people do what they need to do, and it's also, it feels good to help.
I like it because it's really awesome when people go up to you and you're like, "You're a K-Kid, right?" And I say yes, and they're like, "That's awesome. Thank you for helping our community."
Wow. Every time I get a chance to talk to our students, I'm amazed by the amazing things that they do and the ways that they're serving our community and developing their global citizenship skills. I hope that you'll join us for our next episode when we visit the high school to learn about what our oldest students are doing to develop their global citizenship skills. I'm Julie Kukenberger, your superintendent. Thank you for watching Inside Scarborough Public Schools.